really sorry that this video has taken so long to do about my visa. I've had uni dissertations to get in. I'm trying to sort out moving out, hence why my room is looking an absolute mess. I do apologise for that. So I'm trying to sort that out as well as packing for Disney. So this video is about the visa application and the process. So I did my visa application. I went to my interview quite a while ago now. It was like, I think it was the 19th of April. So yeah, quite a while. So I do apologise that this has taken so long again. So basically for this, what we had to do is you get given an email was sent to you by Yummy Jobs, which explains everything, literally. So you get given a link to the US Embassy website where you have to fill in a really long application of about 1 million questions about literally everything to do with your life, why you're going to US, what you do when you come back, just so they know everything, just so they know you're not criminal, you're not going over there doing things you shouldn't be doing. So yes, you need to fill in one of these. It took me about, I want to say, just over an hour to do. So yeah, leave plenty of time. I do believe once you've done this, you can't quite remember what you did. You need to pay an amount. Can't quite remember what it is. I do apologise. But this is basically for your interview. So yeah, you need to do that. You also need to pay a service fee, which you need to pay before you go to your interview. So I think this is just for making sure. I think it's for the exchange going over there. It's not a lot. It's about, I think it was something like £21, something like that. But you pay it all in dollars, so don't be put off. It seems like it's a lot more than what it actually is. I've seen to do that quite a lot with this whole thing, is that I have to think, put it back into English money, and it doesn't seem that bad. So yeah, that was my advice. So you pay this as well. Once this is done, you then need to pick a date for your interview. Now we've had quite a lot of, well, not problems as such, but so usually in previous years apparently we've had quite a lot of dates that you could choose from to go to, but this year for some reason there wasn't as many as we thought. For some people there was loads that popped up, for some there was only some. For example, I only had one, which was in May, and late May, and I didn't really want to leave it till late May, so I leave in June, beginning of June. Luckily for me, one popped up on the 19th of April, so as soon as I saw it I clicked on it, and the only available times were 8 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning. So I went with 8:30 obviously, but you can change your date if you find another one pop up, but I would just, whatever you find first, just get it, because I had 2 days to choose from. I believe as the weeks went on there was a bit more to choose from, but I was just eager and wanted to get it out of the way. So yeah, once you pick that, that's it. You're basically all set to go. So when you're going to you either go to the embassy in London or in somewhere in Ireland. I can't really remember. Dublin? Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I'm not sure. So I obviously went to London. So I travelled down the night before. I was at home. I only live an hour away or so, just over an hour. So my dad took me in the morning off, left at 5:30 in the morning, because I like to be somewhere early. I don't like to be late to things. So as I said, my appointment was 8:30 in the morning. So I got there about 8 o'clock, and I was out by 8:45. So for me, it was a really quick process. There wasn't much of a queue, but as I came out of the embassy, there started to be quite a big queue. So if you're on a later time, I would get there slightly earlier. So with this, there was 2 queues. You'll see in the embassy, well, outside the embassy, there's Camp America, Camp Leader people, all helping their candidates. But unfortunately, there's no one from Yummy Jobs to help you. So you're all on your own. But most of the people bought their Disney books. Don't think I have mine here. No, unfortunately I don't. So the Disney books, they're called the Yummy Job booklet, which comes with all your information about your visa, how to apply. So I kind of just looked around and found a couple of those. I messaged a girl who I knew was coming, so we decided to meet up beforehand, just because I'd never been before, so I thought it'd be quite nice to have someone who's already been come with me. It's also quite, at first I was really nervous to go in, so, but it's fine, don't be nervous. So the things that you need to bring with you, do not forget any of these, because it may make you not be able to go through and have a visa. So first of all, you need your DS 2019 form, which Yummy Jobs send you, so be aware of this, they do send you this, so do not lose it. Which also helps you fill in your application for your visa online. You need your passport, obviously, which you also give in and they send it back to you, or you go and pick it up, so make sure you have your passport. You need your Disney program offer letter, which they do send you way back when you found out, so I got mine in December, which I printed off. Your DS 160 confirmation page, which again they send you in an email, and it has barcodes on it, which you definitely need, so really do bring that. And your service fee receipt, which you definitely need as well, which I explained about a little bit earlier about how you do that, so make sure you bring that. And you also may need your proof of UK residency, so what you're going to do when you come back, where you're living. When I did mine, I didn't get asked. The only things I asked for really were my passport, the service fee receipt, and my DS 2019 and my DS 160. So basically your offer letter and your proof of residency I'd take just in case, but you might not necessarily need it. One thing you do need though, on the confirmation page, you take a nice picture of yourself at the end of the application when you pay on the online application. Sometimes they get accepted, so mine got accepted on the page, so I thought, oh, I won't need to take another one, that's fine. Some people's didn't get accepted, so online, so I'd make sure you go to the photo booths where you get your passport done, picture done, and they also do visas in there, so I'd get one done because there are different sized passport photos, and even though mine was accepted online, they still asked for another photo, so luckily just before I went in I decided to take another photo, so I'd make sure that you have that just in case. So when you get there, you line up, and a woman or someone comes up to you and makes sure that you have your main pieces of paper, so they help you, and basically if you don't have it then they won't let you through, so I guess it all just saves time. Once you've gone through there, you go through security. It's exactly like it is in the airport, so they go, you put your bags in like a scammy thing, you go through the big metal detector thing, so make sure you don't have like liquids, scissors. Someone got told off because they had scissors. I don't know why you would take scissors into the embassy, that's ridiculous, but hey ho. Yeah, so make sure you don't have any of that. Once you get in, you get given a number, and you sit in front of a big screen like a waiting room, like you're with the doctors, and wait for your number to be on the screen, and it will tell you to go to a certain window. Once you get to this window, the first window you get to is an English person, so they just check your passport, your forms, I think they take your service fee form off of you. Once you've got through this, you then go sit in another queue, which I was only sat in for like 30 seconds, and then you get taken to see someone else, who, these were American this time, and they basically just check your forms again, and this time they ask you, the only thing I got asked was what job I was having, what I was doing out there, that was it, and then they literally went, oh, your visa's been approved and we'll send your passport back to you in a week, and that was it. Some people got asked other questions, so what you do when you get back, things like that, so, but hardly anyone got asked those questions, so I really wouldn't worry. It was a really quick process and nothing to worry about. So after all this, I made, well, before we went, there was loads and loads of us, there was like 20 of us, decided to meet up afterwards, so we all sat in Starbucks for literally hours waiting for everybody. We literally took over Starbucks and it was tiny. And after this we just went around the shops, obviously went to the Disney store, obviously where we raided that for a few hours, and then we went for a picnic in Hyde Park. This was really nice, and I would recommend it, as you get to know these people before you go away. Some of them might have the same job as you, so you have like the same questions, and it's really nice just to get to know people. And most of the time you've been speaking to these people on Facebook anyway, so behind the screen, so it's really nice to meet these people in person. So I'd really recommend doing that. As I said, I left at 5:30 in the morning and didn't get back till 10:30 at night, because I decided to stay and make a whole day of it. We also went to go and watch the new Jungle Book in 3D as a group, so that was really good fun as well, and something I can remember as my time there. So yeah, that's basically it. It's really, really easy, really quick process, and do not panic, do not worry like I did before, because everything will be fine, promise. So yeah, that's my video done for the visa process. I leave next Sunday on the 5th of June, so it's all come around very, very quickly. I've still got loads to do. I have not packed anything. I need to pack up my room like I said earlier, and it's just gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna try my hardest to do another video beforehand. This will probably be about like the packing, what to pack, things like that, maybe my bucket list, things like that. If not, I will see you at the airport next Sunday. So like, subscribe, and see you later.